Hello, my loves. It's Elise with Wild Moon Woman, and today I will be doing day 18, I think, of Ethany's 31 Days of Tarot Challenge. And I am talking about how I choose my decks for tarot readings. So there are a few different factors that go into them. Certain decks I just use for certain readings just because I know that they work well for that kind of reading. Like if it's a very emotional or spiritual reading, I tend to go for the Shadowscapes, the Aura-Soma recently used the Tarot of Transformation. More of those like intuitive flowy decks I'll use for that. If it's a very straightforward, like more pentacly kind of work, career question, I'll probably just use something along the lines of a Rider-Waite Smith or a clone thereof. Or like the Wildwood is really good for more earthy based questions. So things like that. But I always do it intuitively. When I get a tarot reading order, I will read the order and the question and the nature of what the querent wants to know, and I just kind of let their energy, the person's energy, kind of sink into me, the energy of their question. And usually I'll be reading that like as soon as the email comes in, and then I will do the reading like later on that day or the next day or whenever it's scheduled, right? So I'm sitting and kind of marinating with that question and that energy for a while. And I'll actually start to visualize the reading where I'll start to see what deck is showing up in my mind, or even like the layout or what kind of spread or how I'm going to go about it. It just like starts to form in my mind. So it'll be very intuitive like that. Like the deck will just come to me. Other times I'll go and I'll just sit in my reading space and I'll just like be with all my decks and just kind of look over them and see which one wants to come out. Oftentimes I'll be using more than one deck, so I'll pick like a tarot deck and an oracle deck. And again, it's just based on the energy. If it's someone that seems very tender and sensitive, it's going to be a more gentle, loving, flowy, feminine deck. If it's something that is very practical, it's going to be something straightforward. So that's how I choose my decks. For myself, in my own readings, I'll just go with whatever I'm feeling drawn to at the time. I really don't put that much thought into it. And that's another thing. If there's a deck that I'm really, really connected to, that I've been working with a lot, that will tend to show up in a lot of my client readings, because it's all about like the connection to the cards, right? So like right now I'm super connected to the Wild Unknown. So that's going to show up in a lot more readings at this time because I'm getting a lot more intuitive messages and I'm just having a really strong bond with it. So I know that it's going to speak to me in those readings. So yeah, that's how I choose my decks. It's pretty simple. And I love it. I love how they just like show up in my mind and they just say like, yep, I'm the one. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm loving your videos, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.